My name is Harrison Ines, and I'm with Pacific Tongues. I knew a girl so strong it's a secret.
A question throughout
the life
history,
of work and love,
throughout
and at
time,
17.
throughout the nature
A
of
useless stare of
mankind.
sympathy to a father whose hands once constructed the bank that...
Pacific Tongues means a lot to me. When I was a youth poet, it meant not being afraid to tackle the questions inside you that felt buried. I mean, even the ones that you didn't have a name for.
Darker than the insides of those closed lips where the I love yous have been lost, and Janie is left to bear the weight of coming to grips and coming of age. But when work ain't even enough, the hammer begins to pound on her soul. I can still see the scars in her eyes.
I'm going to use the word Oceania instead. The journey is very far-reaching. When I started, I thought poetry was just like you go into your room, you know, you laugh a little, you cry, you know what I'm saying, and then you make a poem, and that's it. Talk about your life. But as a facilitator, now that I've been able to work with a lot of youth with a lot of different backgrounds, something that Patrick Rosal, he's a Filipino poet, said in an interview was that to be a poet is to be deeply entrenched in the world. To be a poet in Oceania, to be a poet in Hawaii. A big part of poetry is, you know, knowing who you are and constantly finding out who you are. I think my first favorite moment was the first time I rocked a mic. The Interscholastics. It was Farrington against a couple other teams. It was my first year on a team, and I made a poem about cameras. And Travis was just like, Travis is, he's one of the co-founders, one of the 3 co-founders for Pacific Tongues. He's like, write about whatever you feel passionate about. And when I was a senior in high school, I really liked this girl who is in photography. You know what I mean? So I wrote about cameras, hoping that, like, hey, yo, I'm passionate too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of it, like, being able to see people come up to the crowd and be like, hey, I really liked your poem, or like, I never knew that you could do that kind of thing. That first moment of affirmation was really nice to actually think like, wow, what I say matters.